Good morning, everyone. This is John D. Whitus, and I'm in New York City, and it's a gorgeous day, and I can't wait to get out in it. But before I do, I wanted to share some good, helpful hints with you on behalf of International Tapping Month. So I hope this is going to be worthwhile for you before we both go out into the sunshine and have a great day. So here's what I wanted to talk to you about today. You know, this is the kind of thing where I like to spend my day. I like to start my day with feeling positive about what's going to happen, what might happen, some wonder. But the truth is, I want to talk about children because they want the same thing. But what happens all too often is they are biologically wired for wonder, for learning, for absorbing everything that happens to them so they can learn from it. And that's wonderful until it's not. Not everything or everyone or every situation is going to be wonderful. All too often these days it's going to be precisely the opposite. But tapping and the entire energy psychology and energy medicine field is the modern way to better prepare for, better withstand, and better recover from whatever life throws at us. And the youngest ones in our care are the most vulnerable, the weakest, the least world experienced to be able to do that when times are tough or troubling. Children are the ones who will suffer the most from sudden or dramatic or harsh or chronic life-altering types of events and situations. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I call this topic How to Help Kids During Troubling Times, otherwise known as Emotional First Aid for Children. I already teach classes on this topic for both adults and children, and as part of International Tapping Month, today I'm going to offer you some helpful information and ideas in advance of the book that I have written with Deborah Miller, PhD, about this very topic. Why did we do that? Because never before have so many children all over the world had so many natural disasters and man-made violence and situations to deal with as they do today. So that means to me that there's no time to waste learning strategies and interventions to help children better manage and self-manage what life is going to throw in their path, most likely. Just thinking about that, though, I know that many of you are upset just thinking about that circumstance. So perhaps we need to use some emotional first aid right now, just thinking about that. Let's do it together, okay? First of all, you know, nature's way of dealing with this the easiest is oxygen to breathe, right? But when we're upset, our breath comes right up here at the top of our chest. And when we're upset, our brain is deprived of a great deal of its oxygenated blood because our body is preparing to send all that elsewhere, as you have heard, no doubt, in order to fight or flight, escape, right? So let's start right away with invoking the number one thing that your body could use right about now, oxygen. So we're going to open up our diaphragm. We're going to go past our upper chest with our air. We're going to breathe in through our nose. We're going to hold it for a second, and we're going to fully exhale. And that will start stretching and deepening our breath into our diaphragm, which is going to help your entire nervous system recover, okay? So I'm going to do it with you, and I'm even going to make it loud so that you can hear, okay? So in through the nose, hold for a second, and fully exhale. See? Let's do it again. Great. So, as you can see, repeating the process is going to leave you feeling more grounded, more solid, more normalized. Give me a thumbs up. Good? Good. See, so just 2 or 3 breaths are going to get your nervous system responding in a better way. Your body, mind, and emotions are all going to be able to deal better with whatever's going on, and you'll be able to access the resources and strategies you already have. You know, it could be what's happening around you. It could be the subject matter where we're just imagining it, or it could bring up things that we're remembering. All three of those circumstances, our body will behave in the same way. It has no choice. So that's what we need to do when the body's fear response or alarm or upset is called up. We need to breathe down, open up, and we can restore ourselves to the situation. Now that we're back online, as I like to say, we can take in more directions and information. Often, have you noticed though, when children are upset, they can't really attend to what you're saying. They're so upset they can't hear very well all that chatter that you're offering to them. That's when it's important to learn how to use your words more consciously or deliberately. We call this whole school of thought verbal first aid, which means deliberately using your words to help yourself or someone else through an upsetting situation, a thought process, or even bodily alarm. Let's take an example. For instance, if you were here with me in the city, or I encountered you here with me in the city, and you said, what way to West 31st Street? Which way to West 35th Street? How do I get there? I can tell that you're upset already. Perhaps you're in a hurry, or you're confused, or you're frustrated, or maybe you're just late. That happens to all of us, right? But one of the ways I know I can help you is to conversationally respond differently. In other words, alter my general conversational style to help you. So try it. Imagine you are here, you are stressed, you are late, you are looking for the best, easiest path to West 35th Street, and you just look at me because I'm conveniently right there. And you say, which way to West 35th Street? Can you imagine? Even now, your temperature is rising just a little bit. Your breath is starting to come up top of your chest. A little bit of stress sensations are happening. Sure you can. Our imaginal powers are awesome. And you're noticing that our body has no choice but to follow the mind's lead. So, if I ask you a bunch of questions while you're in that state, you're likely to get more activated, more upset. But if I were to answer you with more conscious understanding of what is going on, I'd use verbal first aid. Something like this. The subway is that way. Take the R train. Go 2 stops. At 34th Street, get off. Walk 1 block. That's 35th Street. Got it? What did you notice I just did? I slowed down my speaking pace. I simplified my words. I made them short and directive. And then I asked for validation that they understood. Can you see how that would help children, especially children who are a little bit panicked? They look to us for help, for answers, for knowing what to do. But if they're upset and confused, they can't usually take in easily what you're saying to them. So consciously simplifying our language helps them access the help we're trying to give them. I have more simple steps to share with you in my handout today. It's a PDF. It's attached to this post. There's 4 easy ways that I'm giving you today to help yourself and children to ground and calm and contain so that you can return to your resourceful states. I hope that you're going to give them a try as soon as you open that PDF, and then pass it on to others around you and to the children around you so that they might learn how to better weather troubling times, learn self-confidence, learn self-regulation, and become an empowered force for good in this world. If you enjoyed the topic, I invite you to join me on any of my emotional first aid classes. There's some coming up, and so you can find them all on jondywhitus.com. And I also offer creative tapping techniques for working with children. You'll find that on my site also, jondywhitus.com. And by the way, you can help me spread the word. Deborah Miller and I created a GoFundMe account so that we can more quickly get this book out to everyone who's been waiting for it. It's called Emotional First Aid for Children, Talking to Kids During Troubling Times. I hope you'll join us. I need help right now to quickly get this out, to defray the cost of copy, editing, proofing, formatting, illustrating, all those things. You can help us spread this word to everyone, the word of help and health and healing to a world in need. So go to our GoFundMe page. I put the link on this post. It's gofundme.com/F/emotional first aid for children. But I wrote it below in case you forget all that or you didn't have a pen or pencil. Hey, I really thank you for your help and your attention to this video. I hope you've enjoyed it the entire International Tapping Month and that this will be a blessing to you. This is Jondi Whitus. Thanks.